this. That's why when, Alex Jones says that the real enemy is like an alien intelligence, it makes it feel like we're all in this together up against the true evil. It's just unfortunately not true. Humans are against humans.
When I was a kid, I remember, well, not a kid, when I was like in my 20s, I knew all these people who were claiming that there was actually a war going on between angels and demons in this other sphere. And that, we could like sort of tap into that other war. And I was like, wow, you guys have way better drugs than me. What's going on? How is this?
Yeah, I think of demons as like energy patterns that can be catalyzed.
I have no idea what this is about, but a lot of people I knew were like really into this.
With how crazy the universe is, they might be right.
We talk about
who
like
knows what's going on.
Demons and angels, and like a demon is like a pattern of behavior. Like the demon is in you now because you're acting on this urge. Like something catalyzes this behavior, and we call it a demon. But that might be coming from somewhere far away, like beamed into our, like vibrating our neurons so we think it. Whereas an angel is more like it just seems to need help.
This is why DMT is such an amazing conversation, and why I think so many people enjoy it. Joe Rogan talks about it a lot. I mean, we every so often bring it up. But because when people talk about this veil and machine elves, it makes everyone kind of feel like there's something else out there, that this world we experience with all the good and all the bad isn't just it. Because, Ian, you randomly brought up, like, why am I alive? And that's, like, certainly something people experience all the time, that question, that existential question. And so when people hear stories about grand villains, they love it, be it Antifa fighting the fascists or Alex Jones fighting the alien intelligence, or people wanting to know more about DMT or angels and demons. There's got to be something else that drives us.
I definitely do believe that there is some kind of spiritual war out there. I don't want to kind of drudge on about my own personal beliefs, but I think to say that everything's just an accident and a mistake, I think that's something that, from my perspective, isn't true. Might be a little bit of a naive thinking. I think there's a lot more to this world, especially energetically, that we don't understand yet. I don't think we should understand it. But when it comes to consciousness and dimensions, I think we're only scratching the surface here, even just with this conversation.
Well, of course we are. Of course we're only scratching the surface. We've been scratching the same surface for the entire history of humanity. This is why we have religion. We want to know what's bigger than ourselves. We want to know where we come from and why. Of course we do. At the point when we stop asking that question, we stop being human.
Yeah, I get confused. I think a lot of confusion comes from it's a lot of things going on at once. There's the carnal need to eat and keep this body healthy. So there's this chaos as a result. But then there's like this benevolent, like energy intelligence that doesn't need food. It's just there, like love. It's telling you love and communicate. But then you're countering that with your body that's like consume, destroy. I must take its energy to survive. So
well, this is
the old. No idea what you're saying.
Yeah, we'll watch the video again later, and you'll see it again.
This is the question, right? The question is, what does the body rule the mind, or does the mind rule the body? This is the question.
So where are your friends today? The ones who gave you that information.
And Morrissey both asked those questions. What?
Where are your friends? You had when you were in 20s, you heard this conversation. Where are they today?
Oh, mostly they're dead. Sorry.
Oh, Christian,
unhappy.
What do you think about? Dark. What do you think about this spiritual battle?
I don't think about it that much. I think my life is so frantic right now. I've got 2 kids. My wife was battling cancer last year. I work 7 days a week. I've got so much going on. I work all the time. I don't have time for meatier themes like this, honestly.
Well, let me look at your kids' eyes. Well, let me ask to kind of build upon that. Do you guys think when Alex Jones says demons, he literally means like demonic energy, or does he mean like evil people who are bad people? You know what I mean?
Is there a difference?
I think he means energy.
Well, no, yeah, like he could literally think that there's demons from hell coming through the veil and latching onto people, or he could be saying that these people are demons metaphorically, like they're just evil.
I think it's like energy tickling the amygdala.
I don't want to be speaking for someone else.
Okay. Yeah, I mean
no, I'm saying like, how do you interpret it?
That's what
I think both could be true. Absolutely.
Demons from the other realm.
When it comes to energy, there's a lot of, crazy things once you start studying and understanding it, dimensions and realities, and especially when it comes to, the spirit molecule, there's so much really to have this personal journey that's kind of even weird to talk about, because people are going to be looking at you strange with what you actually believe in. But I think everyone has their own journey in life and has their own understanding of it. And I think the process of them finding out is something that's really amazing and beautiful. And I think even speaking and telling people what I believe in kind of ruins that.
It's so deeply personal, too.
Exactly.
But doesn't that mean we should talk about it?
Yeah.
Well,
mean, we
I
should
just
talk about these
that's
things.
just my own
You know,
personal
the-
feelings on it.
I think that it's very easy for human beings to become the monster, you know, to dehumanize themselves, to look around and say like, you know, I'm better than this person, or I get to do this horrible thing because I have good reasons to do the horrible thing, you know. But I think that there probably is evil in the world. I don't like to think that there is, but I tend to be an optimist. I tend to look at the good in every person. When I interact with a person, I try and meet them where they stand and
I think
look for the
Fauci
good
is
in
evil.
them.
I mean, I think if you lived the last 2 years and don't think there's evil in the world, I don't know what you're smoking. I'll take some.
That's a very good point.
I mean,
think- I
I've
think-
seen. I've gotten so disappointed with people, with my country, with our leaders, with other nations. I can't wrap my head around what's going on right now.
They're evil.
There's a thing where people snap. I don't know if you guys ever see someone snap before, where they're like they're getting riled up, and then all of a sudden they just like it's like this weird thing where it's almost not human. It's like the animal takes over.
So you're saying like
Not necessarily
aliens
evil, but
are taking over
definitely
people's
dangerous.
bodies? Body snatchers.
I had
Something
some